Morning. I thought I'd let you guys know what's going on in my life and what is happening with me at the moment. Let me just move this a bit closer. Oh, sorry. I'm in the studio, as you can see, and yeah, there's been a lot of things happening and a lot of changes, and I think I wanted to start with why am I painting? What I'm painting, why that I want you guys to understand I'm just not just painting randomly pretty pictures because I'm trying to sell them. I'm painting because I'm trying to send a message. So I come from a lot of rejection. My dad grew up when I grew up. My dad was an alcoholic, and my mom couldn't cope with it. I'm the only child, so I'm telling you a bit of background so that you know where I'm coming from and why I'm painting what I'm painting and what's going on in my life right now. So anyway, I grew up, my dad was an alcoholic, so because of that, he wasn't a violent alcoholic, he was actually a very sad, very intelligent man. And so I grew up with a lot of absent parents. So I grew up basically as an orphan. I was fed and looked after, but I do not remember any affection, any love. My dad a little bit, when he wasn't drunk, he would read me stories, but I think from my mother it was a lot of verbal, emotional and physical abuse. So I grew up with a lot of abuse, a lot of rejection. From a very small age, very depressed, didn't know it, of course. Always loved art, was always good with art. Then when I got a bit older, from sort of the age of 7, I got sexually abused. No penetration, but a lot of other stuff by different males. And of course that really screws up your head. Then when I was 15, because at that point my dad said stop drinking, but I'm just giving you the highlights. So when I was 15, I met an older guy. At that stage, I think he was 21 or something. But at 15 to 21, it's a big age difference when you meet somebody then. And he basically date raped me and became obsessed with me. And I basically got raped. I don't remember, but every week, every month, I don't remember, for 2 years, 3 years. I think your brain just wipes out of your brain. Your brain just, I can't remember. There's a lot of stuff I can't. Most of my childhood is just a blur. So somehow I managed to keep going. So I fell pregnant at 15 and the baby was born dead. My parents were going to force me to marry this guy. He was very aggressive. Whenever I tried to leave him, he would threaten to shoot me, threaten to shoot himself. His family would phone me. It was chaos. But I had no help. I obviously didn't trust my parents, so I couldn't help them. So then I eventually managed to finish school. I ran away to varsity, where I proceeded to do well in art, but also again rejection, always rejection. And got very, very angry at God, angry at the world. I used to, my art would show that I was very rebellious. Yeah, I don't think the poor lecturers knew what to do with me. So I won all these awards, which means nothing, honestly. It didn't help me. Because I expressed a lot of my anger through my art. And then I stopped painting for a very long time. I started painting again in 2000, I think, 2019, no, 2020, I can't remember. They're around about there. Got married in 2021 to a beautiful, wonderful man. We had the first 7 years of our lives, our marriage was quite tough because obviously we had to deal with me. I didn't trust anybody, especially not males.